Listen, when did I discover that nightclubs are not my thing? Great question. I would love to tell you Paris. I studied in Paris for quite a while, and one night my friends were like, Elyse, would you like to go to a nightclub? No, never, no, never. That is never something I want to do ever in my life. Did I do it? Yes, I wanted to impress these people. I spent 2 hours getting ready for this magical event. We took the metro, we did a walk, we hiked, we finally got there. Downtown city, walk up to the bouncer, he takes one look at me and he goes, no.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
No. The man looked at me and literally said no, as if I asked him a question, like, do you think I'm pretty? Or do you find me acceptable as a human being showing up in society in any way? He was like, no. That's my worst nightmare. I turn around in complete disbelief. I look at my friends and say, he said no. He said no. She's like, you know what? Don't even worry about it. I know a place that we can all go and get in and it's not going to be an issue at all. She's a local, so why would I not trust her? We go to this establishment. I look up and there are shirtless men inside holding serving trays. This seems worse. Somehow this seems worse than just being said no to outside in public. She's like, trust me, it's really fun. We walk in, the drink menu is far too long. I get the same thing everywhere I go. I don't want to look at a menu this long in another language. So this man walks up to me with no shirt on and he whispers something in my ear and I was like, what? And he goes, come here. And I was like, what? And he goes, come here. I go up to the dance floor with him and he puts me on his body. He starts like swinging me around and I am so terrified of what's happening that I just grip on like so hard that I was like, you want to know what would be more embarrassing than this happening? Is this happening and me falling off of him, sliding off from his like ab sweat, just right onto the ground. So I cling on for dear life and I hear him say something and I was like, what? And he says something again, like, what? And he goes, get off of me. He was telling me to get off of him the whole time. Every single one of my friends watched me humiliate myself with what I found out later was a stripper. Thank you. This is me moments before I was told no. The menu should have told me everything I needed to know. And that's him telling me to get off of him, so perfect. When I was 18, I studied abroad in Paris through my local community college that I was attending at the time. And I don't even know how that's a possibility through a local community college, but it is, so I took it. And then I paid for it myself by working my butt off and saving every single dollar I earned as a server under my mattress until it was time to pay for the trip, and I paid for it myself. So then I am there, and it turns out 18 is the legal drinking age in Paris, so I partook. Towards the end of my trip, I had like a few extra dollars to spend, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get everything I possibly can for my family with these like $50 that I have in my pocket. Turns out you can get a lot of little mini bottles of wine at 18 in Paris for $50. And so I did. I bought as many as I possibly could. And I filled my entire suitcase with it. And then when you're flying home, they hand you this little card that's like, hey friend, did you buy anything in another country that you're bringing into this country? Because if so, we would love to know. And I was like, hell yeah, I did. An entire suitcase of wine. And they're like, awesome. So then they unzip my suitcase because I told the truth. And then they take the wine out because I'm not legally allowed to own wine at 18 years old in the United States. And then had to escort me to my family with 2 police officers on either side of me. And then when we got to my mom, I was like, surprise, these are my new friends. They have some gifts for you. And they didn't think that was funny.